Hi there, everyone. Rob here with today's Western Pacific weather update. It's currently the 25th of April 2012. We are still watching several areas out here. First and foremost, this is area just towards the southeast of Palau, starting to spin up and bring some rain showers there towards the island of Palau here. And given the fact that it is fairly far south, actually about 6 degrees north at the center of this circulation, it has gained some fairly decent organization and rotation with it. Also, it is being fed some good inflow coming in from the equatorial regions down towards the south here. You do have the intertropical convergence zone down here, so lots of good moisture coming into the system all the way from all these regions down near Papua New Guinea. But meanwhile, off towards the north, there is this big area of high pressure. Now, this is going to be suppressing any activity up here, and actually you can kind of see a shear line located right in this region here. So what does this mean, or how is this high going to actually influence the system? Now, if it does develop up as some of the models are indicating, it likely will continue to push off towards the west-northwest before starting to turn towards the north here. If you actually look closely at these low-lying clouds, you can see a lot of them actually steering off in this direction due to that high pressure over here and that clockwise rotation going around it. So with that said, it does look like the system will kind of take this type of direction before impacting the southern portions of Visayas and even northern Mindanao, possibly by the latter part of this week or going into the weekend. And that is given if it does develop any further than what we're seeing right now. So with that said, let's actually look at what some of the models are showing here. And with that said, though, really they're not picking up too strongly on this storm. This is a no gaps outlook. And you can see a little circulation here ended up pushing off towards Visayas and northern Mindanao. But all in all, it's nothing too intense and nothing compared to previous storms we have seen out here. But regardless, if it doesn't organize up too much, it does look like over the weekend you are going to be seeing some heavy rainfall out there across much of the central portions of the Philippines as the system potentially tracks off towards the west and eventually the west-northwest. But this is what you're looking at right now is the 700 to 850 millibar steering flow out here. You do have the high pressure off towards the north. We were just talking about that. And these arrows are indicating the overall background flow. And these are really what the tropical systems are going to follow behind. And with that said, it does look like it's going to continue to track off towards the west before turning off towards the north. So we do have the direction down. It's really the intensity that is varying at this time. We're seeing some intensification, at least this morning, and some fairly good organization coming out of this. But as it continues to track off towards the wind shear and drier influence from that high pressure to the north are really going to be taking a major toll on this. And as you can see right here, out ahead of it, actually here in Mindanao, only have about 5 to 10 knots of shear, but just north of it, around that high pressure system, you do have upwards of 20 to 30 knots, and that is absolutely not good at all. That will knock over these storms and really just cut off the exhaust completely. So lots of factors going into the system at this time. Still being dubbed an Invest, though, by the Americans out here, the Invest 97W. And JTWC has actually upgraded this to a low potential of development in the next 24 hours. Still a lot of factors going into it. The Philippine Pagasa has not picked up on it. JMA, they do have an L stamped on their chart, but not a tropical depression at this time either. And this, what you're looking at right now, is just microwave imagery showing a little bit of circulation out here. But all in all, it is still not completely developed, and we still have several days that can still watch this area down towards the south. Into the north, though, a very large low-pressure system is pushing across northeastern China and off towards Korea today. That will be dumping some rain showers and even thunderstorm activity off with western Japan and eventually into eastern Japan going into your Thursday, so you will be wanting to carry some raincoats with you and your umbrellas out here. But thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.